Hey rivals, welcome to a special edition of Bax Attacks. We're going to be doing the Sunstaff Outpost quest, and our fire engines are going to throw down. It's going to be a big battle royale between Nocti, Jal, and Sulric. Let's take a quick look at them. Nocti has the Sandstorm to slow down the enemies, Fire Elemental summons, and the big Breath of Ra. Sulric has that Rain of Fire, blackened armor to help protect against the spell towers, and a greater fire elemental. Jal's got Scorching Heat and Oasis to really shut down those spell towers, and Darkened Skies to do some damage and finish them off. Alright, each of these fire ancients is going to take an attack in the outpost, and after that they're going to take one attack in a regular multiplayer battle as well. 3 fire ancients go in. Who will be the winner? I'm also curious to think which fire engines you guys like. Which are your favorites here? Alright, so on this first one, we're going to use Nocti. He's got triangular pattern of the spell towers here. Not a whole lot of free mana, so we'll be relying on the Sandstorm to slow down the defenses a bit. Let's see what mana we can pick up. Then we'll let down Forveil, our dragon, and see what we can do here. Alright, just to build up some fly time and mana, we'll hit the barracks and some of the other free buildings on the outside. Fortunately, each of these ancients is a pretty decent level. Not super high, but not bad either. And so we're able to start with our 5 mana right off the bat. Alright, we'll just send Forveil around a little bit here. And this is going to be our entry point up top. It's a pretty close distance to the stronghold, and really there's just one spell tower that we're going to have to worry about that's in range. We'll set Forveil up for a freezing sweep in just a second as we deploy our troops quickly and try to get that Sandstorm in there to slow the defenses down further. Alright, we'll sweep across, draw a shot from the flame tower, and here come the troops. Got a Mauler, soldier, paladin, soldier, another warden. We're going to hold off on the warden a bit. Those splash towers can really rip them off, and we're not having any damage reduction here. Alright, we'll get another freeze pass here. Slow down the whole area with the Sandstorm, drop in the wardens. It's a big old mess in the middle there. One more freeze down, another Sandstorm. And Stronghold's gonna go down. Alright, not too bad. And just a Breath of Ra for good measure at the end here. Alright, so Nocti performs well on the first base in the Sunstaff Outpost. Head down for the second attack. It'd be kind of nice if we got a new fire ancient from this quest, but we'll see. Alright, a lot of gold there. I wonder if that's a high level base. And stronghold level 10, so it's fairly reasonable. Let's go with Sulric on this one. You can use the blackened armor for protection or a fire elemental. Either way, which side to come in from. That's just some punishing damage over to the right. I think we may come in on the other side, even though there's a lot of compartments. As usual, we'll do a little bit of dragon sniping first to increase our mana. Alright, got that portal. May as well pick up a little gold while we're at it. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, I don't want the dragon to die, so beating the quest is the primary concern here. Gold is bonus if we do things well. Alright, we're not really going to be using that Rain of Fire, but we may well use one of the other one. No, I think I will come in from the bottom. It's a short distance, and we got enough mana to use that blackened armor. And we'll wait till we're in range there. Cast that down. It lasts a good 8 or 9 seconds. Didn't do too well preserving the dragon, but We're coming in. We got a few guys running off to the right. Not too bad. This is going to be a close one. Get the armor down again. And without the arrow tower or the Primus conduits that have been knocked out, he can only do so much damage at this point. I think we're going to get the stronghold here. And we do. And just a fire elemental to clean up that gold. And a little rain of fire just for good measure. Alright, so Solric, that basic guy that we get at the start and that everyone forgets, is still able to get it done on the Sunstaff output quest here, base 2. Alright, so we got the third and typically toughest attack coming up left. Alright, and this is a stronghold 12. Definitely tougher than the other two. Again, not a ton of free mana, but we'll see what we can do with Jal. His spells focus on taking care of spell towers. That's going to be very helpful here, as those flame towers can do a lot of damage. Fortunately, we have a few things that are upgrading. That's handy. That makes it attractive to come in from the right side there, bottom right corner. Alright, let's build up a little bit of mana first. My Jal isn't as high level as the others, and so he has 3 mana to start with. But just a few buildings here, and we've got his starting 5 here. Those will be used to shut down our first spell tower that we'll come in contact with. Get a few more buildings here first, see if we can build that up a little higher. If we get that to 10, we can shut down 2 towers or use the Oasis spell, which is a nice combination of healing and protection against any debuffs, although that's not an issue with the flame bolts. Alright, we're just about ready to send in the troops here. I do tend to take a lot of time at the start to set things up, especially on the dailies. Alright, drop them all in there. Shut down that first spell tower. Use a freezing dragon swipe. Pop in our wardens behind everything. Shut that one down again. And let's save up for, I think we'll use an Oasis next here. There we go. Shift over Forgal to see if we need to snipe the stronghold. Ooh, that's a little bit closer than I'd hoped, but we got the stronghold. And we'll do a combination with the Dark Skies to do some damage. Alright, and so each of our 3 fire ancients was able to defeat a base in the daily campaign. So there was no clear winner in that. In fact, they all did great. Let's see if we can get a new one. Maybe Garrus, maybe Emberclaw, or maybe a Fire Elemental. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so there was no decisive victory within the Outpost, and so let's take them onto multiplayer battle, and we'll send each of those 3 ancients against one base. First one here is Stronghold 10. There's several ice towers in here. So let's see. I think Solric will work out okay on this one. That provides a long-lasting debuff against any spell tower, so that may be useful. We could come in from the top and take on the spell towers directly, or we might just come in the bottom here. Let's start by picking up a little extra mana first. Never hurts to do that. Now notice our starting mana is really great now, because if you complete the daily campaign successfully, you get +3 mana whenever you're using an ancient of that element. So that's very handy. We're starting with 7 mana here. holding back our warden, sending in the other troops. We're going to come in from the bottom here, use a combination of their freezing passes to protect us. We're going to hold off a little bit on the spells, get a fire elemental to go with us, since we're not really taking that much damage. The spell towers are just too north to be affecting us. For the base cleanup here at the end, we'll use that blackened armor so that we can't get frozen. Got enough mana now for another fire elemental, and it's pretty much just mop up at this point. Alright, so Solric did pretty well on this base. Combination of the fire elemental and the blackened armor, quite nice. Really don't use his rain of fire too much. If any of you guys are fans of that, leave a comment letting me know how you're using that well. Let's see what we get in the relic chest. And very small death promise. Alright. On to the next battle. Let's see if there's going to be a winner emerging from all this. And again, we have a collection of 3 different colors on the spell towers. Not a ton of free buildings, although in the right corner we have several we can use. So we'll be able to get some extra mana on the start from this. Even though it's a little bit higher level, I think we can take this base. And with the extra mana that we're getting, I think Nocti's going to be a good choice. So we'll send in Dragon Forvale. Now, really, he's my main dragon here. I like Viscaria, and I would like to get Taliesin, really. But when you're using the fire elementals in particular, they don't have the damage reduction that that Forvale would have, or the buffs on the hit points too much, and so the ability to swipe over and freeze the defenses is really very handy when you're using the fire elementals. So it's a good combination of fire and ice to use Forvale as your dragon along with any of these fire ancients. All right, we're just about done with our setup here. We'll get a nice swipe in on those towers, draw one shot, and then get in our units as quickly as possible. And since we've got enough for a Breath of Ra, that's really going to soften things up in our main area with the high shooters and the Primus Conduit. We use a Sandstorm to slow down their defenses as well as get some damage on the Stronghold. Do that on the back for the other Primus Conduit, slow things down a bit. Alright, that Stronghold's just about to go. There we go. And I love the Breath of Ra as a finishing attack. Alright, so Nocti was victorious in his multiplayer battle as well. Let's see what Jal can do. Again, it's going to be nice to have the +3 mana bonus. We'll switch over to Jal. He's level 16 as compared to the 26 I had on Nocti, so with the +3 bonus, he's going to start with 6 mana, which is very nice. Snag a few free buildings for mana here. Alright, nothing too special here, just being patient. Forvale's taking more damage than I wanted to, so I'm going to have to be careful not to lose him too early. Oh, speak of devil. Oh well, it's time to send the troops in. We'll shut down that ice tower. And the anti-healing Curse Touch. Save up for an Oasis. That'll protect us from the spell towers and give some health back, which it looks like we could use here. We're taking a decent bit of damage here. This one's going to be a little close to... I don't have the dragon. Let's see. We're shutting down that spell tower just to let the units up north distract. And there goes a stronghold. Phew, okay, that's a good deal. And we're just going for that little bit of extra gold here. And there we go. Well, it looks like Jal and Nocti and Sulwark were all victorious, so in this Fire Ancient Throwdown, we have 3 winners. That means it's up to you, the viewers, to decide. I would love if you guys would leave me a comment here and tell me what is your favorite Fire Ancient and why. And if you like this kind of daily video, let me know, and I'll keep making them for you. Alright, thanks. Take care.